Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the #1 Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And it is official. The Crypto Elite Creator Pass is now live. You can check out the link in the description below if you are interested in this. It comes with exclusive content, giveaways, and AMAs. And yes, as you can see, a couple people have already minted, and that was the individuals who signed up from the form in the Crypto Elite Creator Pass website that I've been letting you guys know about before. And also a huge shout out to Austin Patkos. I could not have done this without him, but more in the information in the description below. If you're ever interested in creating anything awesome, he can hook you up. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Coinbase. They came out with some recent information from their quarterly earnings, and I wanted to share that with everyone because I think what Coinbase sees, what happens with Coinbase, is going to happen to the overall greater ecosystem, the crypto ecosystem, and they have a inside look of the macro and micro environments and how that is affecting the crypto space. Now, I think that's very important, like I said, for the entire crypto space, but especially Theta as well. So let's dig into exactly what Coinbase is saying. And if you're unfamiliar, Coinbase is one of the largest crypto exchanges out there. It's not the largest by any means. There's larger ones like Binance, but what they say, because they're a public company, we can have a look inside this public company. And like I said, they can give us a bigger picture of the overall crypto environment just because they're public. That's something that we can't necessarily see from Binance right now. And in order to do that, you have to go to the investor relations on Coinbase.com, and it'll let you know everything about Coinbase. So it'll give you a little bit of the background. It started in 2012, but this is some of the highlights that I did want to talk about why it is so important, because there are over 108 million verified users. There's over $159 billion in quarterly, not annually, but quarterly volume traded, over $101 billion in assets on the platform. It is in over 100 countries, and there's just about 5,000 employees. So this is a massive company, and it doesn't only pertain to what happens in the US, it also pertains to what happens globally. That's why what they say in their quarterly earnings release, as you can see, it happened not too long ago, just a couple days ago. Coinbase releases their third quarter 2022 shareholder letter, as well as their earnings call and all of their earnings releases. It's actually really big just because the amount of assets, the amount of people, and the fact that it's global. So let's check it out. One place to go is to the SEC filings when you're in the investor relations subsection of Coinbase.com. And this is where you can see the quarterly reports, annual reports, any statements of changes, all of this information that they have to submit to the SEC and make it 100% public to the general public. So pros and cons with it. The thing I like about blockchain technology is everything is immediate. If something happens on chain, you have the ability to go and search it ASAP. With the SEC, on the other hand, they have a certain date range for certain things that they have to put out there. So quarterly reports, of course, that's once every quarter, so once every 3 months. And a lot can happen, as we know, between 1 January and 31 March. And during that time frame, a lot of things changes. And they don't have to report it until, maybe mid-April or maybe even early May. So that's the downside to these quarterly reports. It's nice that they put all this information out there to the public, but it is a lagging indicator. But with that being said, let's check it out. One place we can see is the Form 10Q, like I said before, and this is exactly what they have to submit to the SEC, and it has all of the different financial information. So if you really want to nerd out on the numbers, this is the place to go. Another place where you can start looking is the quarterly earnings, and that is the shareholder letter. So this is a letter. It's a little bit more personable. You can read through it, and it's more of a story versus the quarterly earnings. The 10Q is more of just analytics, which is also very good. They each have their pros and cons. And I wanted to kind of scroll through the shareholder letter so we can check this out. And if you see up here, I searched two main things because I thought these were very important to discuss. One is retail, And then this is the same tab or same shareholder letter, but in this tab, I just have institutions because I think what Coinbase said has a lot of implications for us as Theta holders, as crypto holders in general, and I wanted to share that knowledge to let you know what they are thinking for the future. So if we do check it out, they start to talk about the headwinds continue to impact our transaction revenue, which declined 44% quarter over quarter. And that makes a lot of sense because if you fast forward back a year, we were still in the middle of the crypto bull run. Actually, we might have been right on that decline of the crypto bull run, but no one really knew at that time. It was still a lot of euphoria 1 year ago. So that is kind of what we're seeing right here with that drop in revenue. So this drove lower crypto trading volume and a continued shift in our retail customers' behavior from trading to hodling. So that is something that they also go on to talk about here in a little bit, is the fact that retail investors, they're no longer trading, they're hodling, but they're not selling, which is also a very, very good thing to see as well. So let's see, in Q3, they also say that as a result, crypto asset volatility, a key driver of our retail trading volume, reached its lowest point in Q3 since 2020, which also makes sense because after 2020, that's when that massive bull run started, and now we're starting to pull back from there. So they also go on to talk about how because there's no regulation in place and it's an ever-changing environment, that could potentially harm what us retail traders decide to do. So that is something that I wanted to talk about. So this is also, I kind of skipped over this before, but this is what I did want to mention for the retail trader side. I thought this was important. So as discussed last quarter, during historic periods of declining crypto prices and low volatility, our retail customers have historically shifted behavior from trading to hodling. They have continued to hold crypto assets on Coinbase, but traded less. So we continue to see this trend play out in Q3 and saw a very high crypto asset retention rate, similar to levels seen during the last crypto winter. So this is a good sign. So we view this as a sign that on average, our customers maintain long-term conviction in crypto, and we believe they will likely become more attractive when the market conditions improve. So that is also very good to see that the individuals who do hold crypto, they're not just like, hey, this whole crypto thing was a scam, I'm peacing out. It seems like they are just going to hold on to their crypto that is on the exchange right now and weather the storm and wait for the next crypto bull run to happen. And when that happens, of course, word of mouth will spread and more people will hop on board. So that was one of the main highlights I wanted to show you for the retail side. Institution side, there's a lot of good information as well. So they also say retail and institution trading volume did decline. And as you can see, this is something I did want to highlight to you guys, the difference between retail trading volume and institutional trading volume. This is why, look at this split. This is Q3 of 2022, 26 versus 133. So that's why even though there might be a huge retail inflow to a certain stock or a certain crypto, the level of magnitude between the differences of the institutional trades and the retail trades is humongous. It's less than a fifth. So it takes a lot more retail capital to move a crypto or stock versus institutions. That's why it's pretty important to see what the institutions are doing versus other retail traders are doing. So that is something that I did want to show you. Transaction revenue, of course, was down for institutions. And the other thing that I wanted to share with you for institutional side was the partnerships. There are a lot of partnerships that are happening, and one of them was Google. So in October, we announced a strategic partnership with Google Cloud. As we know, Google Cloud and Theta also have a partnership. There's also SS&C, and then the big one is BlackRock. So because BlackRock is starting to be okay with crypto, that means that a lot of other companies are also going to follow suit. BlackRock is like one of the largest asset managers out there. And as of right now, until someone else takes the throne, what they say kind of goes. So if BlackRock is okay with crypto, that means other institutions are going to be okay with crypto as well. With that being said, is not going to just make a rocket ship. As we know, we've been in the crypto winter, but when the next bull cycle comes, I think because BlackRock is okay, other institutions are probably starting to accumulate right now. That'll just make the next crypto bull market that much better. And yes, like I said, this doesn't directly tie into Theta, but I think indirectly it does, because these institutions, they're going to look at all of the top cryptos. And as of right now, Theta is still in the top 50, and it has a perfect use case for troubles that are happening right now. So I think that is why Theta does have some ties into this quarterly shareholder letter and earnings release as well. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. This video was a little bit longer than I wanted to, but if you're still with me, definitely check out the Crypto Elite Creator Pass. I have a lot more exclusive content to pass to everyone. So I will stop this here. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.